Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com, and today we are discussing what might be the best all-around watch you can buy. A perennial favorite of mine, this is the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra annual calendar, 38.5mm in stainless steel. This model bowed at Basel World 2010, and it is simply full of useful functions. A nice wearable size, almost universal. The 38.5mm case is 14.5mm thick, but with a conical bezel that allows it to slide underneath a jacket cuff. Lug-to-lug, very reasonable. 45.3mm with a 19mm spacing between the lugs. The 19mm strap that's fit is in fine fettle for luxury specification, as you can see, and I should mention the watch is suitable for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. There is plenty of bolstering. You are not being shorted the leather. There is a monotone stitch, a folded edge, and on the underside you can see the calf skin. It is a brand new Omega factory strap, no gouging, no crimping, no stains, no tears, and the buckle is a Omega twin trigger actuated deployant clasp. You can see finished internally and externally, all of high polish. The twin triggers ensure security, and then the minderless system allows excess strap to tuck underneath the clasp. Once it's crimped and fitted underneath the two tines, it becomes very thin and unobtrusive, with all excess length hidden underneath the strap and the clasp, and no need for minder loops. Now, the timepiece is 100 meters water resistant, so if you want to avail yourself in full of that versatility, you will want to fit some sort of a textile or rubber strap, of which you will find many options. This is the classic pre-2017 Omega Aqua Terra case with a little bit of sheer guard around the crown, and the famed Omega Lyre style lugs seen on almost every Seamaster and Speedmaster since the mid-60s. The lugs turn inward on their inward face, and then they flare outward beveled on their outer faces with a polished bevel that runs the full length of the case band and a satin finished mid-case. The bezel has a vertical portion that's rather narrow, and then a broader conical portion, all of high polish, giving way to what Omega describes as its teak deck dial. I'm going to remove my fingerprints here. The teak deck dial on this one is anything but standard. As you can see, it has a lush metallic blue that gives it a shimmering, sensational color. Coruscating color, I'm not sure I would go that far, but this does catch my eye and set my heart aflutter, as I've often said. This is an excellent blue, coming up just short of the true all-time legends such as the Copper Blue Longa, the iridescent Seamaster 300 of my childhood, and of course FP Journe's Chronomet Bleu. This is one step behind those, but not far. Applique indices, applique Omega logo, and marquee broad arrow style minutes. You can see that vertical teak deck is a striation designed to evoke the deck of a yacht. There's a dropped and somewhat subsumed seconds and minutes track outboard, and you can see monotone discs for both the month and the date. Now, this is an annual calendar, meaning you need only adjust it once per year during the jump from February to March. Screw out the crown. The watch is 150 meters water resistant, I should say. Pull the crown. Now you activate stop seconds. Watch me roll through the date. This is why you only need to adjust the watch once during the jump from February to March. September 30th becomes October 1st. The watch can handle most of the irregular length months, so you need set it only once annually. Also worth mentioning, in addition to the hacking seconds, there is a double quick set that allows you to rapidly cycle both the date and the month to correct the calendar. Turn the watch over and you have a exclusive caliber for Omega by ETA. This is the 8601 39 joules automatic winding twin mainspring barrels, 60-hour power reserve. The twin barrels give a longer than usual power reserve. 60 hours is rather generous, but it's the twin barrel architecture itself responsible for the consistent amplitude of the balance after 24 and 48 hours, when conventional watches with a single barrel tend to lose a tremendous amount of amplitude and cease to keep time well. You'll appreciate that the balance bridge is a full balance bridge rather than a half bridge with a free-sprung architecture. The two features making the movement very shock resistant, and the annual calendar 8601 helped to launch the silicon hairspring as SI14 first launched in the annual calendar calibers, effectively an anti-magnetic watch that verges on amagnetic thanks to the proprietary silicon hairspring. All of this beats away at a quirky and coaxial specific 25,200 vibration per hour beat rate. If you look carefully, you can actually see the tri-level coaxial escapement whose tangential contact reduces maintenance requirements, improves the precision of the watch, and extends the power reserve. The legacy of legendary English watchmaker George Daniels, invented in 1974 and industrialized by Omega 20 years ago this year, back in 1999. It remains the most exotic escapement you can purchase for under $50,000. And again, all of this 150 meters water resistant. Perhaps the most versatile watch you can purchase in terms of size, complication, water resistance, and magnetic hardening. You can see and purchase this Omega Aqua Terra annual calendar on the watch box. Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra annual calendar. I love it when brands loom all three hands.